Welcome back for today's college football pick video play for December 22nd, 2018. If you're interested in getting all of our picks for today's action, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com. So coming into this one, we got the Houston Cougars taking on the Army Black Knights. Going to give our lean on where we see the better value on the over-under. The total number fairly high here at about 60 points. And not a big surprise to see a higher total in a game where the Houston Cougars are involved, just given how consistently high-scoring their games have been this year. They've been really bad on the defensive side of the ball, and then also offensively, they've shown an ability to put up a lot of points. They're 8-4. They went 5-3 in conference over in the AAC's West Division. Now, the West Division not quite as strong as the East Division over in the American Conference. And Houston, they came up just short of going to the AAC title game, given their final regular season loss, coming up short at Memphis by a final of 31-52, and then Memphis went on to represent the West Division in the AAC title game. The Cougars, in terms of their numbers, like I said, this has been an offensive juggernaut. They're averaging over 46 points per game, while defensively giving up over 34 points per contest. And in terms of the average total that we've seen in Houston games this year, it's at about 80 points, which is 20 points higher than the 60 that we're getting in this matchup. And then you might say, well, they're going against a triple option team, so that can limit the number of possessions possibly, especially if Army is consistently moving the chains against this weak Houston defense. But we take a look back at another triple option opponent that the Cougars went against on the road against Navy, and that was a very high-scoring game. The Cougars winning that one by a final of 49-36, so the total in that one hitting 85 points. And then also towards the tail end of the regular season, another run-heavy opponent took on Tulane at home. And again, another fairly high-scoring game. They beat the Tulane Green Wave by a final of 48-17. So the Cougars, they've played against run-heavy teams, triple option teams, and we've still seen higher scoring affairs. And Army, in terms of their numbers, 10-2 overall on the year. They've had a lot of success. And obviously, when you have a triple option team like the Army Black Knights, it's not a big surprise to see their numbers a little bit lower than your average team. Strong defensive numbers, only giving up about 18 points per game, but still fairly strong offensive numbers, averaging over 29 points per game. So the average total that we got in an Army game this year was at about 48 points, which is 12 points lower than the 60 that we're getting here. But still, Vegas has decided to side closer to the total of an Army game in comparison to Houston, and I think they're going a little bit overboard in that sense, especially with the data that we have on the Cougars showing that even against run-heavy teams, we've seen a lot of high-scoring games. So with that being the case, we're going to go ahead and side with the over 60 points as the better value bet. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. Again, you can check out all of our picks for today over at stumpthespread.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for our next video.